In the city of Thebes, ravaged by plague, King Oedipus is sent for Tiresias, the blind prophet, who he hopes can tell him what curse has befallen his people. But when Tiresias comes, he speaks of an ugly truth that even Oedipus cannot take. Hearing what Tiresias said, Oedipus flies into a rage, accusing Tiresias of working with Creon, Oedipus's brother-in-law, is plotting to take the throne. The argument swells into something that Jocasta, Oedipus's wife, stops and comes to reason and peace, and her complains to the men, imploring them to dispel their suspicions.
Jocasta tries to reassure her husband by recounting an old prophecy that she and her late husband Laius had once received, that their son would grow up to kill his father. In order to prevent this fate, they had left their child to die on a mountainside, but Laius was then killed by bandits at a crossroads. While Jocasta is speaking, Oedipus' face grows darker, memories coming back. Oedipus shares his story. Raised in Corinth, he once heard a stranger claim he was not the true son of King Polybus and Queen Merope. To know the truth, he went to Delphi to see the oracle who told him he was born to kill his father and married his mother. Oedipus was horrified and fled Corinth, determined to avoid the cursed fate. On the way though, he got ambushed by a hostile traveling party. As a form of self-defense, he killed them all but one, in a fit of anger.
As silence fills the room, the white on Jocasta's face is apparent to everyone. As Oedipus comes back from the tale-teller, she pleads to herself, hoping it's not what she thinks. Everything begins to crumble from then on.
Oedipus, those men you have killed, have you forgotten where it had taken place?
I ventured not far from Thebes. Why does this matter?
The man, the leader of the group, had you seen his face beforehand?
He had an aged composure and regal embellishments. Why is it worrying you, Jocasta?
A silence fills the room, but not as loudly as the realization that Jocasta had. Oedipus filled with confusion and worry about what his wife was trying to tell him.
Oedipus, the man you killed was my previous husband, King Lauis.
It all fell in place, every journey and answer. Oedipus had finally pieced it all together. For the first time, his tall stature felt like the smallest thing on earth, for his fate was finally sealed. Guilt had struck Queen Jocasta, and she had fled from the scene, leaving Oedipus stuck to their wonder what he had just done, how his fate would already be sealed despite avoiding it for so long.